Hey, it would be really cool if you read this. Thank you. Great talking to you. Hello everyone, this is Ben Benson Studios here. It's been a while since I've done a review. I'd like to apologize for that. I've been busy with a lot of other things, and I haven't been focusing as much on Thomas the Tank Engine related content as I should be. But anyway, here's a review. Now, in the last review, the Bandai Tech's Toby and Henrietta review, I said that the next one would be on Take Along Neville. Well, I decided to switch things up again. Instead, I'm now going to be doing a review on a certain Take Along playset. Now, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, this review is going to be on the James and the Trouble with Trees set. Let's get this started. Alright, so here's some history on this item. Sometime in the early 2000s, Learning Curve decided to start releasing a series of Thomas and Friends take-along playsets that were based off of episodes from the series. These would include an engine with a special expression, and a little play scene which featured a moment from the episode. Alright, here's some history on this set. So, sometime in 2003, 2004, I want to say, Learning Curve released a series of, little playsets based off of episodes from the series. This was done so, kids could remake scenes from their favorite episodes. This was actually kind of cool. And lots of these, a couple of these were made. There was one based off of, for example, there were ones based off of, Thomas and the Special Letter, where Thomas crashed through the wall, or Henry and the Elephant, where it included, a little rubber elephant, and if you squeezed it, it could spray water on Henry. Well, this one is based off of the Season 5 episode, James and the Trouble with Trees, which is when a tree slides onto the line, and it nearly falls on James, but then Thomas saves him. Now, in addition to the little playset, Learning Curve would also include a DVD featuring the episode that the set is based off of, which is actually pretty cool. So, with all that being said, let's move on to the close-up. Alright, let's take a closer look at James first. So, you might think this is a stock standard James, but as you saw earlier, it's not. Because he has his... Come on, focus. He has his clenched face. And, like I said, I think I said this. I don't know if I said it or not in the history thing, but the engines would have, different expressions that fit the scenario. For example, Thomas and Percy would have their surprised faces. Henry would have his angry face, etc. So, of course, James has his clenched face because he's afraid of the tree that's about to fall on him. Would you want a tree falling on you? I don't think so. So, there are two variants of this clenched face James, actually. One with gray wheels and one with black wheels. Because when they first started making the Take-Along James, they accidentally gave him gray wheels. Because some promo art depicts him with gray wheels, and I'm guessing they looked at that and they were like, oh, okay, James has gray wheels. And I think they were, too late into making James when they realized, oh, he has black wheels. We'll just keep making the gray ones for a little bit. Gray wheels for a little bit, and then we'll start making them black. I don't know. But from what I've heard, the black-wheeled, clenched-face James... gray-wheeled, clenched-face James is actually a little uncommon. It's not rare. Not rare, per se. It's just uncommon. You don't see it pop up that often. So, again, let's disconnect his tender. Clenched face. Molded handrails, molded lining. He's a little squished up, of course, but that's take-along for you. But pretty nice detail. Running board. And one of the things I like about take-along is that they mostly had the correct amount of wheels. Now, of course, bigger engines like, I don't know, Murdoch or Gordon had... Well, actually, no, Henry has the correct amount of wheels. But bigger engines like Murdoch and Gordon, they didn't have the correct amount of wheels, but James does, as you can see. Of course, he's a 260 mogul. And with almost all of the take-along tender engines, there's cab detail inside. It's not the greatest cab detail, but hey, it's there. Is it? Yeah, I don't think it's focusing that well. But as you can see, there's a molded firebox and some controls inside there. As I said, not the most accurate detail, but hey, it's nice. On the bottom, James's name is molded into the thing. Chassis. What is he dated? This is kind of hard to read. He is dated 2002. So this is a 2002 James. Let's look at his tender. It's just a regular old James tender. Nothing too special about it. I like how the number 5 kind of reflects a little bit on camera. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but... Oh yeah, it is. Kind of reflects when it's on camera. It doesn't really have that effect. What am I talking about? I have no idea. I really need to write scripts for these. I need to stop doing these things unscripted. So yeah, that's the close-up of James. Now let's check the track piece comes with it. Now, this is the old take-along track. As you can see, I have an adapter, because over here you can see I have a little bit of take-along track. I don't have much take-along track, especially ones with the old connectors. So, of course, I have an adapter, so hey. They are compatible now, but whatever. We're not focusing on adapters or track or anything. We're focusing on this track piece. So, stock standard track piece, except it has a tree. As you may have seen, if you press a little button, or really a breath of air will do the trick, but there's a little button, and if you press it, tree falls. Replay. Tree falls. And this set, I think, originally came with like a little toy axe, where you could like push the axe onto the tree and then it'd fall down. But when I got this set off of eBay, it didn't come with it, so that axe piece is actually pretty easy to lose anyway. It's pretty small, so I'm not missing much, especially since you can just use it with your fingers. You can just make it fall over with your fingers, and that's all. So, yeah. Oh, tree fell again. Pretty simple set, yet pretty fun, too. Okay, so next we're going to look at the DVD. So, let's move James and the tree. Let's move all the track. And here's the DVD. Put it in a little CD case for protection purposes. So, it's a pretty simple disc design. It has James and the Trouble with Trees, the title on the top, Thomas and Friends logo, little cartoon promo of James, and copyright information. Disc, as you can see, is also pretty reflective, except for like the little printed bits on there. And literally all this DVD has on it, all this disc has is an ad for Take-Along Thomas toys, an ad for Thomas DVDs and VHS tapes, the episode, and then some credits, and that's it. If you can't get this DVD, YouTuber Tom and Friends Variety has ripped it and uploaded it onto his YouTube channel, so if you want to go see it, but if you want to see the DVD for yourself, but you don't have the DVD or you don't have the playset or whatever, then by all means, check it out. I'll provide a link to Tom and Friends Variety's upload of it, rip of it, in the description. But, yeah. That's the DVD. It's pretty simplistic. Not much to it, but hey, it's cool nonetheless. It's always cool to have DVD samplers. Oh boy, James's splendid red paint is looking very nice today. It's very beautiful and very bright. I sure hope this tree doesn't fall on him and scratch it. Ooh, that was close, James. So overall, what do I think of this item? Well, in terms of overall, like, quality and stuff, this is pretty good quality. I rate this, like, an 8 out of, actually not an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Of course it's not 100% accurate to the Season 5 episode, of course, but, it has the basics. Of course, it has the tree that falls, and it has James looking scared, and it has the DVD. And, of course, the axe. But the thing is, in the episode, an axe didn't cut down the tree. The tree just fell because of, well, the tree slid onto the line because of a landslide. Then it fell. It was going to fall on James and hurt him, but then Thomas saved the day, of course. So, yeah, pretty good. If you want to get your own James in Trouble with Trees take-along set, good luck finding it, because some of these take-along episode DVD placing things are kind of hard to come across. Especially with all the pieces. Some of them have actually become quite rare, like the ones for Emily's Adventure and Thomas to the Rescue. And when I say Thomas to the Rescue, I don't mean the Season 1 episode Thomas and the Breakdown Train, because the American title for that is Thomas to the Rescue. I'm talking about the Season 8 one, where, of course, all the Diesels get the bad oil and Thomas has to help them. So, yeah. So, overall, pretty good item. One of the reasons I've always wanted to get this item was because of an old Thomas YouTube video from 2007, which was like, I think it's called, like, Take Along James and the Trouble with Trees reenactment or something. I'll try and find it and put a link to it in the description. But I remember watching that video a lot when I was a kid, and I just found it so funny. Especially, like, the comedic voice for James that guy did. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, if you want to get your own, try looking on eBay. Try looking at your local, flea market or thrift store or whatever. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I know what you're probably going to say. You're probably going to say, Ben, you forgot about the smart magnets. Well, I've already explained that before in my Take Along Edward, Bill and Ben, and Duck reviews. So, I don't think it's really necessary to explain it here. With that out of the way, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. The next review is going to be on the Push Along Yang Bao. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.